stand in Dubai and the Dubai Knowledge Summit 2022. And on my left side, I have Laurent Probst. He is the author of this book and report, Future of Knowledge, a Foresight Report. Laurent works for PwC, is a partner, and have had the team working together with UNDP and MBRF on the future of knowledge. So having seen this report just in a couple of hours, I would like to understand more about what do you really see is after this pandemic and the crisis we have in the world right now. What's the status when you talk about future of knowledge? What have you listened to? What do you see? And how do you think right now?
Well, thank you, Jan. So the main purpose of this report was to understand how countries were able to put in place, I would say, new solutions to face environmental risk, technological risk, and health risk, particularly in the framework of the pandemic, but much beyond the pandemic for different kind of health risk. So what we tried to do was we captured about 180 million data sources. We captured 50 million data points. We categorized them into a framework by knowledge dimension, RDI, education, environment, economy, or enabling environment. We looked at the free risk, and then we looked in the data points about the solutions which were presented or developed by countries.
Yeah.
And we looked at the solutions which put in place the collaboration and the innovation.
So would you then say that the nations are ready, or do we have a problem? Have we got started really, or where are we?
So the data we demonstrated clearly articulate weakness of countries in collaboration and innovation. Mm-hmm. Most of the countries are not able today to collaborate on key, I would say, strategic topics such as health. For instance, they are not able to find together solutions. They are not able to innovate together also. And so this is a major problem because we see that most of the discussions online is about just the description of the problems. So countries have to really build new infrastructures, new knowledge, new curriculum to be able to absorb and to face these new challenges.
So I understand that this methodology, technically speaking, is a lot of AI applications. Listening, understanding, interpreting, see weak signals. So is this the new way for business intelligence, for understanding knowledge in real time? And what's your reflections upon this way of working?
Yeah, I think capturing all these data points across different countries, across different languages is a key asset to be able to understand the current context, current situation. Official statistics are required, necessary, but unfortunately, they are not structured in a way to capture new trends or new big disruptions. Okay, so we need this data and we need the power of AI to be able to deal with all these elements. So this is a very important tool to do, I would say, this analysis, and that's also, we are improving also over time, the fine-tuning and the quality of the analysis.
So what is then the recommendations for the nations to, this is what you have to do, 1, 2, 3?
So first of all is really to build up upskilling plans for officials, governments, to be able to say, we need to help officials to build collaborations, to build innovations, and to change their mindset. Okay, that's the first one. The second thing is to create a framework linked to the SDGs with a multi-stakeholder plan to either develop policies by knowledge dimension on education, RDI, economy, enabling environment, and to be able to develop related concrete projects, multi-stakeholder projects with investment to be able to develop by this project a new knowledge.
Okay. So talking about the big data and probably governance on data as well, and the cloud solutions and a lot of information in this cloud. What do you see linked to cyber attack risks for nations and cities and companies today? What is the key coming trends about how to prevent chaos and how to secure, how to take care of data in a better way between nations? and so on.
Yeah, so cyber security is a top strategic priority for government.
Yeah.
80% of the crime today will be done through cyber attacks.
Cybercrime. Yeah.
So cybercrime is the most important crime overall today.
Yeah.
For government, what is key is to protect their data. Is really to protect their data. So we have to be very careful about the kind of cloud they are using and how they protect their data into this kind of cloud.
Yeah.
So we need to protect it. We cannot just rely them on the cloud because you have also some legislations, foreign legislation, which can attack your data. So you have to be totally independent, autonomous and sovereign from external regulations.
But how about encryption processes? How much firewall do we have today?
So encryption is a tool, is a solution to protect this data. So this is very important. This is strategic. However, so we have new solutions. However, we still need to have new solutions with new post-quantum algorithm in order to protect your credit card, to protect our computers at the moment where quantum computers are becoming a reality.
Yeah. So you see a much clearer role play between the owner of data, the cloud provider, and the third-party encryption provider.
Yeah, and we need, I think, countries, governments have to think with a new infrastructure, new cloud infrastructure, new encryption infrastructure, new secured communication infrastructures.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they will be hacked by.
So this is the way to be more ready-made for the future, linked to coming cyber attacks.
For instance, yeah.
Let me end with saying, as you know, I'm from Sweden, and I saw Sweden is in this book as well, and Sweden is a kind of a pioneering country, a thought leader in many areas. But how would you say Sweden has, and maybe together with other Nordic countries, come out in this report? And what should we think about for the future?
So Sweden, as any other country, I would say, demonstrated some key weaknesses in collaboration and innovation. Some results were good, for instance, on environment or on innovation on health.
Yeah.
They were good. But overall, we saw that clearly there was a lack of collaboration, lack of innovation, and they did not use Sweden did not use all the potential of collaboration, for instance, to find, I would say, to face health risk, for example.
Okay.
And that will be the same for environment or the same for technology. So there is here room for investment, for improvement, for new infrastructures to accelerate this collaboration. Thinking about new, for instance, science park or technology parks to regroup people to do that, or even, as I said, is to train the officials on innovation, to partner more rapidly with startups, for instance, to solve some societal issues. So that's really the way to.
What would you say, if we pick another country to add on Sweden, for example, some African countries, what sticks out in their situation?
For African countries, I think the key point is also in terms of infrastructures, collaboration, mindset, with potentially also a different level of economic development. But the nature of the problem are the same. The maturity might be different, but the nature of the problem. So, and then what would be very interesting to collaborate between an African country and Sweden, Scandinavian countries, to be able to find out together some solutions, because both can learn a lot from each other.
Wonderful. So there is a great future for collaboration and innovation, and to develop skills together across borders, across industries, cross sectors, cross competencies. So it looks like we have a lot of things to do. Thank you very much for sharing this information with us. Thank you. And we say thank you for listening to us here in Dubai Knowledge Summit 2022, and we'll be back in some kind in the future. Bye for now.